Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a special Saturday edition of UTR's Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, Nana Almas. What's going on, folks? Joining me, the good stoner and your predictions champion, Mr. Mike Champa. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Hey. The Bloodline Civil War is here, dog. Yeah.
Man, listen, it was a good one. It was a good one last night. Well, folks, that's what we're here to talk about today. Just to give a quick recap of what happened yesterday on Friday Night SmackDown. As my boy Mike pointed out, we are now what looks like in the middle or the beginning of a bloodline civil war. Thank you, Batty. You have a great time out with the girls. Go get your little day drinking on. Mama, go ahead and do it.
Have a great weekend,
Tito, what's good? Oh, Batty, listen, we're going to be doing a lot more Saturdays because guess what's coming back to TV? We getting Vampires and Dragons coming back to TV. So we are definitely serving on Saturdays. Yeah. Yes, we will be, folks. So I hope everybody was listening. UTR presents Bad Blood and UTR presents House of Dragons will be making a return on Saturdays now that we've got these shows back. So exactly. But let's talk about why we're here today, folks. SmackDown yesterday was a damn good episode. It was a great episode to follow up on a really good Raw, on a great WrestleMania weekend. They kept the vibe going. So started off, of course, with your new Universal undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes, coming out, of course, introducing himself to the people who don't know him, letting everybody know, that he's here. He's going to be a fighting champion, and he also addressed, some of the competitors that are going to be competing later on, which we'll be talking about. Any one of them would be a great challenger for the title. And what Cody is talking about, we had 2 triple threat matches to decide who would be the number 1 contender for Cody Rhodes. And what happens is the 2 triple threat matches, the winners of those 2 matches, then go against each other to see who actually will, face Cody. Yeah, because the damn show ain't you. You ain't no champ. What's going on, Cookies? I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you earlier.
Yeah, what up, Cookies? Cookies know the vibes.
Listen, I will do this show dolo. Get rid of you and fucking Cookies. How about that one? So, like I said, Cody comes out, says, any one of these gentlemen would be a great chance to, be champ. So, without further ado, we get our first triple threat match of the night, which is LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley versus Santos Escobar. Really great match. Really great match. I got no complaints about the match. I got no complaints about the winner because, usually me being the old man that shouts at the clouds, I usually have a complaint about something. LA Knight was the correct person to have win this triple threat match just so they could keep his popularity alive, honestly. We talked about Mongo, especially Mongo brought it up about how LA Knight was, pretty much saying, yo, let the people in the back know how much the fans love me and shit like that. So that way, I can keep my momentum. And the way you can do that is by inserting him in without inserting him into the title picture. Because if you just throw him into the title picture immediately, people are going to be like, well, what the hell has he done?
Right.
So at least having him win this, you can say, okay, he's done something so we can see how he is getting the opportunity. That's the thing. And that's something that what I like about this, and this is going to be something, this is a complaint that I have with AEW. Not that it's shocking to anybody I have a complaint with AEW, but the thing that I don't like about the AEW standard and how they do that, they like to call theirs a world title or eliminator match, where the champion fights the person who's trying to get a match. And if they lose, they won't get the match. I don't like that concept, mainly because now if that competitor does win, there's no reason that he shouldn't beat the champ upon their next match. There's no reason that he shouldn't beat the champ. Like, I get it. They got Samoa Joe doing this. Or like Samoa Joe has been involved in a bunch of world title eliminator matches during his career, during his reign so far. And I think it's ridiculous. Put him in a triple threat match like how WWE is doing. Put your top guys in a triple threat or fatal four-way or whatever match. Let them battle each other out. And then that person, that should be how you do a world title eliminator. Or make it a gauntlet match. But don't involve your actual champion.
Or, and we're not going to spend too much time on AEW, but go back to the ranking system. Have the two top contenders duke it out. They get a title shot. It's very simple. Have your top two contenders go at it. The winner of that match get a title shot, or triple threat, or have 6-pack, however you want to do it. Just like what WWE did last night. They had 2 triple threat matches. The 2 winners of those matches, boom, they square up.
Right. And like Tito said, it sets up feuds with people that they've either faced before or haven't faced before. You know what I mean? Right. So we got LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley versus Santos Escobar. Of course, we had a spot where Escobar had the new Phantasmo Legado come in and interrupt. Of course, my boy Lashley has his people there. So Street Profits and B-Fab kicked Carmen Electra's face clean the fuck off. I didn't know B-Fab had a test boot, but she sure enough showed that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She kicked the monkey shit out of her. I was like, well, damn, she erased her off my screen. But of course, like, what the shit? What you call it? Like, during the middle of that match, during the middle of all that chaos, you know, LA Knight winds up getting the pin. So LA Knight is now in the finals. So the winner of the next triple threat match, which is going to happen later on, which is the main event, is going to we'll see who's LA Knight's opponent. She has. B-Fab has completely improved a lot since leaving that first original group she was with Swerve in them. And it's not to say anything against Swerve and those guys, saying that they, that they couldn't do. Oh, folks, look who is joining us. The man behind the boards, Pretty Ricky Fontaine himself. Pretty Ricky.
David McGrady over there.
Yeah. Let me cough at you.
Let me.
Oh my God.
Oh, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That shit also reminds me of that Family Guy episode with Peter. I'll show you how they get on the train the way I showed.
Just
Get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way. Now cough like your life depended on it. Oh shit. Joining us, folks. Our boy, man behind the boards, Pretty Ricky, our boy Mongo.
SC Bush.
Cough. Oh my God. Mongo, I hate you and love you at the same time. Oh God. Oh man.
Had to do it to him. What?
Oh,
What's good? What's good?
we good. We just literally finished talking about that match with L.A. Knight. Cough when
she ain't got no friends. Shit. Don't tell her I said
Mongo
that.
is on one.
Don't tell her I said that, bro. I've had 3 days of rest. I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Good. You feeling good?
Man came back juiced up like Mojo and Braun went to a fucking yoga studio together or something. What's going on, bro?
Yoked like AJ, bitch. Let's go. No, we. I you know what? Been holding down the fort for. I need to come in here and just do my job a little bit. Also shut Mike the fuck up for a little while we.
No, son of a bitch, winning shit.
Can't let him talk too much. Can't let him talk too much.
But we just talked about how LA Knight won and how it was good for his momentum, keeping his popularity alive. Because I brought up how you mentioned. He was telling people in the back, like, yeah, the fans like me. Let them know that the fans want me. So at least with this, it keeps him in the public view's eyes. So it keeps him at the top where he can, even if he doesn't win, he can still be towards the top of the card and still be a money drawer, merch drawer, shit like that. So Good for him that he won that.
Even if he's probably going to lose next week, but even when he loses, he's still got his win over AJ at Mania,
right?
And he just beat them this week. So like he's still they're doing a good job at keeping LA Knight at the level he should be at.
Right.
I know y'all said it earlier. I heard y'all talking about, but God, this was a great damn episode.
It really was. And they ended this bitch early. They ended that bitch early.
We got 2 minutes to fill. Trips are like, fuck it. We ball. Get the fuck out of here.
They ended it. Actually, they had 4. That shit was done at 9:56. I looked and said, oh shit. Tripp said, yep, that's it. Let's go. I want to fucking go home. We ain't got nothing to shoot tomorrow. No house shows tomorrow. Let's everybody get the fuck up out of here. Trips was not playing. Trips was like me. Trips looked like me when I'm closing up at night. All right, let's go. You sweep, you do this, you do this. I'm trying to be out of here by 9:15. Let's go. Let's go.
Anybody that's worked a night shift ever in their life, they know that life. They know exactly. It's just like I know the sign says we close at 10. That means we're leaving the store at 10. We are not
right.
Like we are out of here.
10:05 latest.
Because
we are closing at
10.
No. We close at
deadlock by 10.
Listen, we close at 9.
9:50.
If you don't think that motherfucking door is locked at 8:50,
absolutely. Absolutely.
And we down to half a register.
The Fox Hill baseball and racing. Oh shit.
Yeah. So our next segment is, ladies and gentlemen, the talk of the town. The next segment, we have Solo, Jimmy, and Paul Heyman come out. Of course, Paul is cutting his promo. You know how the Bloodline is going to get back. We're going to get what we deserve, blah, blah, blah. And Solo says, it's pretty much time for a change. Paul is looking nervous and scared as shit because we all know fucking Solo was a goddamn killer. Paul is looking at him. Right. Paul is looking at this man like, Lord, please. I'm just the old penguin in a suit. Don't kill me, please. I'm just the old penguin in a suit.
They're like, God, no, they got me after my retirement. Shit. Supposed to be free. I got in the Hall of Fame. Come on, man.
Like, damn it. I knew this was going to happen. So Solo then turns from Paul over to Jimmy. Jimmy's looking at him like, you really going to do this to me? I'm your brother. Solo, of course, puts the arms out for the big hug. Brother, of course, I love you. Embraces his brother the way a little brother should embrace their big brother. Jimmy hugs him back. As soon as he lets go, we have a hooded individual come in from behind and bust Jimmy in the back of the fucking head.
Real quick, before you make the reveal, I saw somebody on Twitter make this comment and I almost shit myself. Solo's watching as the hooded guy hits him, and someone said, "What? I'm seeing double. 2 Solos? Because it's always Solo in that damn hoodie." Like, oh shit! They cloned Solo. No, they didn't. They found Kenny.
They found your boy, Kenny Tonga. Yes, folks, my alter ego since day fucking 1 of this podcast. If you started watching this podcast with us roughly about 6 years ago,
Boss Lady and all.
With Boss Lady, you would know this particular person has been my alter ego since day fucking 1. Tama Tonga, ladies and gentlemen. Tama fucking Tonga is finally in the fucking WWE Samoan set his hand, bitches.
And there's no playing around. There's no seeing him at NXT for 9 months. There's no, hey, who's this? No, fuck it. It is Tama Tonga starting shit immediately. Immediately.
They said, you know what? We got an injured safety. Tama, get your ass in there. They got my man playing free safety out there just hitting motherfuckers. Came up behind and erased Jimmy's ass with that fucking elbow to the back. Bro. I think that one was a little... somebody got to remind Tama, this is not New Japan. They do pull back just a little bit. They pull back just a little bit because I'm pretty sure Jimmy caught CTE with that elbow.
Tama was down there licking the blood off his fucking elbow. Like, yeah,
right. Calm down, boy. Calm down, because
you're gonna get fired. Literally, God, Jesus, relax.
I was excited to see it was Tama, but then I thought about it and I looked. I said, "Damn, he almost like hitting Blade fucking Jimmy real quick. Jimmy really went down quick from that hit in the back of the head. Like,
to be fair,
like, oh shit."
Usos were talking some shit about the God
years ago.
They were talking some shit. So that was a receipt. So that was
not only the elbow, the fucking stomps to the dome piece. I'm like, God,
yo,
he wasn't missing shit.
Nope.
He wasn't missing anything.
Right. He was putting them sketches to use. He was sketching all over his motherfucking ass.
Lighting up all over his face. Just a fucking
henya. He's like, you feeling my felines? That's what he was up there doing, okay? Adidas all day, I disrespect Samoans. How what you go? So Thomas starts to whip Jimmy's ass. Paul is in the corner screaming like,
"Oh my
God. Your man is in the corner screaming like a woman who just got her purse stolen." No,
dude. I said it in the chat last night. I was like, "This is like when Lois caught Peter
sleeping with Babs."
No, like, Paul was like, It's not what the tribal chief wants. Solo puts the chair over Jimmy's head, and he's like, "I love you, love you," and like kisses his head. "I will always love you." And goes to the corner, and Paul
commence
screeching,
hollering.
"Oh no! The tribal chief doesn't want this!" No!
Like
Car crash.
Paul, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about Paul Heyman as a manager. Let's talk about Paul Heyman as an actor. Overall, since Paul really debuted with Brock Lesnar, he has been an incredible character and actor. He has made every single person that he has represented look like a legit monster. And the way that he's done that is we all know Paul is a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. I'm from New York, blah, blah, blah. I'm a this and this and this and this. But the fact that these clients he represents puts genuine fear into him, that makes them look even more tougher than what they are. And with certain
sniveling cowards so well.
He really does. He really does. And on top of it, like depending upon who his client is facing, he can even make them appear to be just as much of a monster as his client, i.e. Samoa Joe.
Yes.
He exactly. Shitted a brick with Samoa Joe, which made us go, I think they're going to have Joe beat Brock.
And they should have.
They really should have.
But
in hindsight, it's 2020 because hindsight 2020 because Joe did catch a concussion 3 weeks later.
Yeah, that may like maybe they had a fortune teller. But right. when Paul goes to grab the phone to call Roman, and Solo grabs it from him and stomps it, and then backs him into a corner, and Paul's going, no. Mm-hmm. I immediately was like, oh, this is like Joe. Oh shit! Mm-hmm. Like, I immediately, and if you're doing something, and it's making me remember like one of the most terrifying moments in Raw history, you're doing good.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
This is the best. This is the actual like most we've gotten out of Solo since he beat Cena. Mm-hmm. He's been nothing until last night, and already boom, back at the top. We're back. We're back on it.
We're all automatically going, yep, Solo is the next guy. Roman told us. Now we're seeing why he was the fucking mastermind, always keeping quiet. The second in command doesn't need to talk much, just needs to watch and study. So when it's his time to step up, he can step right the fuck on up. And that's exactly what Solo's doing. So Solo, like Greg said, puts the chair over Jimmy's head, hits him with the running hip, pretty much destroys Jimmy. Like destroys Jimmy.
Godfather like kissing him like you broke my heart, and then just
on the day of my daughter's wedding, you come to me with this. And he pretty much destroys him. Yeah. So
beautiful. Just right. Incredible. Man, this bloodline stuff needed a turn, and shit, they didn't wait.
They hit us with a serious a 90-degree hard right turn. And what makes even more sense.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say what makes even more sense now with Tama coming in is the reports that I read that said that when Roman comes back, his new story is going to be even crazier and deeper than what the one he had going on before he left. You Solo, the new tribal chief against the former tribal chief. That's going to be a crazy story. That's going to be a crazy story. Joining us, folks, the final Matty, our boy Matty Reigns, who just blacked the screen out for a second, means something important just happened. When he comes back, he'll definitely say his what's ups. We cut the commercial. We come back now. Kayla is standing in front of the trainer's office. Paul comes out of the trainer's office looking like he's just seen 8 ghosts.
He saw a corpse.
He literally
a coroner brought him in to identify the body. That's what happened.
Right, that's pretty much what it is. And she said, "Is Jimmy doing all right?" The man didn't even open his mouth. He just gave her the that man hurt. That man hurt. And that's the look he gave her. And so had you believe him, well, damn. I knew they fucked him up, but maybe they really did fuck him up. And then what's even worse is Jimmy's own daddy is approving this ass whipping all over Twitter.
Bro,
Like,
Quiche, big Quiche, bro, it's your son, man. What are you doing?
Your son just killed your other son. Like, you should be sitting there crying, talking about, no, y'all are brothers. You talking about raise them up. Like, what the fuck is this about?
Bro,
Ruthless is this fucking family.
Bro, that's why I was like, has he been getting this motherfucker ties for Father's Day every single year? Like, what has he been doing to piss? Boss Man said in the chat, is like, that's because he keeps pissing off the family.
Boss Man did say, as far as we know, he's the 100% sole owner of all the family mugshots. So that could be it. As far as we know, he's the only one who got mugshots running around this bitch. So,
well, until we see the other, until Simone pops up, then that's going to be a
no. That's different.
That's
what you call that's what you call a rap sheet. There's a difference.
That's what we call an intimidation factor. That's what that shit is.
That's what you call an ex-con. And you give that ex-con all the respect he fucking deserves, so you don't make that man become a new con again. Okay,
just a born again con. Shit,
like you just don't.
Man.
So
man, Paul, bro, you ain't. When you say he looked like he's seen a ghost, he was so pale. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. Like, it's not makeup. It's like he can. It's like he has the ability to make his skin clammy. I don't know what he can do that makes him get that natural reaction. But when he sells that he's afraid, that man is really afraid. It's like they didn't tell Paul that Tama was there. Like, they legit like, oh shit, someone just oh, that's not a fan. Oh, they're gonna kill me. Oh God, they're gonna kill me.
And then, as Kayla asks Paul that question, who appears out the corner and gets all in his face? Kenny Tonga, and Paul. I'm pretty sure Paul peed. I'm 900% sure Paul peed.
Bro, I peed. Okay.
Like I'm 900% sure he did, because Paul had that. You know, remember when the alien got all in Sigourney Weaver's face in part 1, and she turned her face, and you saw the tears coming out her, and she was crying but trying to hold it together. That's what happened. That was that exact scene. Okay, Paul is sitting there like, no, please, no, like just crying for life. Okay, and then Thomas says to him, by orders of the tribal chief. Now, the question is, who is Tama referring to as his tribal chief? Because now with the bloodline, there are not one, not two, but 3 legitimate people who he could be referring to. He could be referring to...
What came up right after he said that. First one was the man that walked up right after, Solo. Who just looks at Paul and just goes, put him with the fucking Tong Po, just like.
Yo, okay. Damn sure did. Just fucked him all up. So it could be Solo. It could be your reigning tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Or it could be the final boss, The Rock. So who exactly is Tama working for? And Mongo sent us a report today that, and you already mentioned this person, Jacob Fatu is signed with WWE, folks.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's there. He was at Mania.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So please believe he is becoming involved in this storyline. Now, what would be crazy is if the end outcome winds up being everybody falling back under line under Roman and they legit take over WWE for real. For real. You have Roman beating Cody's ass. You have Solo being either the US or the IC title champ. Matter of fact, you have Solo being the the world title champ. You
Get
can
Tama
have
the IC champ. Let Tama beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. Let Tama just break Sami Zayn in half.
Yeah,
right.
Like if we're not doing the Gable thing, all right, fuck it. Y'all ruin Gable. Let Tama snap Sammy's Canadian spine, and then we just move on.
Right. Mm-hmm. In Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
In Montreal, absolutely.
In Montreal.
This man is an assassin. That's what this man is.
Right. You have so many members of the bloodline now that they can pretty much literally capture almost every single title. And they could be legit running shit.
And again, I'm just saying. I mean, Naomi is married into the family, so like
exactly.
She picked up some new moves in TNA. She could be a legit like.
And I'm glad you brought her. And I'm glad you brought her up because our next segment was actually a match between. Well, it was Bayley coming out to pretty much give her. First of all, God damn Bayley. Whoo. God damn, Bayley. Bravo, bravissimo, bravissimo, bravissimo. Okay. Bayley came out to say, pretty much, that she, appreciates the fact. She pretty much went back into almost hugging Bayley with that promo. Mm-hmm. Almost back to the hugger. I couldn't have done it without you. She even said Michael Cole is going to make fun of me, but I couldn't have done it without you guys always being in my corner. It's almost back to the hugger Bayley, but a more mature version of it, which is what, right? Which is what it should be. Yes, she did. And she was pretty much, saying, I've been waiting to give this person a good shot at the opportunity. They've earned it. And just as she was about to say who it was, Tiffy time comes out. Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton then pretty much runs down her accolades saying, hey, I deserve it. Bayley hit her with the, you got a good point, but nah, sis, not you. I was talking about Naomi, baby.
I love that Bayley, like, she didn't even get to finish. I think we were all like, oh, she's going to do an open challenge. And that's when Tiffy thought she was going to say open challenge. And Bayley said, I don't want to burst your Tiffy bubble, but it wasn't going to be an open challenge. I had somebody in mind.
Yeah, Naomi. Okay. And Tiffy begins to say that Naomi can't, she's already beat Naomi. Naomi can, hold her boots, blah, blah, blah. And of course, that's when the glow comes down. And golly, Naomi is just a big old Hershey's chocolate kiss. Just yum. That woman is.
Y'all see Tiffany last night after the show tweeted at Naomi, hey, how's Jimmy doing?
Oh shit!
Somebody like quote tweeted that like, the last time some big titty blonde woman tried to go after Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
they got their ass whooped in the hotel. Like shared the clip of Mandy getting her ass beat. Like, yeah, Naomi's about that life.
Yeah, 500%. She's staying with her man. She don't play about her boo. She don't play about her man. So pretty much Naomi comes out. We have a great match. As Mongo said, Naomi definitely picked up quite a few different movesets being in TNA. Being with fucking Jordan Grace, Slamomasevich. Those women really
upped her game.
Upped her game 500%. And I'm so glad it happened because I was becoming stagnant with my likeness of Naomi. Because it was like, she's just pretty much, because at one point Naomi kind of almost reverted back to her old ways in the ring when she was a Funkadelic. It started being just a lot of booty shaking and shit like that. And it was like, all right.
Still her. She just had extra moves, so it ain't just booty moves now. That's all it is.
Well, she hit that corner. It was like a double jump springboard, turn into a split leg drop. I'm like, oh shit, where the fuck did she learn to do that?
Right.
Holy hell.
Right. Like she had fucking Jordan out there. Catch me if I fall. Jordan
let your ass fall.
Jordan holding her up by one ankle. Like, I got you, little one. I got you.
Better hit that shit.
You know what I mean?
Got that submission she locks in now. I mean, damn.
Right.
Man, she is. She's at another level. She is.
She's definitely stepped it up. And she, got the 1-2-3 victory over Tiffy. So she is at some point down the line going to face Bailey for the women's championship. That should be a fun match. Old feud. Yep. Oh, next week. So old feud relived, but with a different, flavor on it now. Both women have matured in their character as well as moveset. So it should be a pretty good one. Should be a pretty good one. And I'm glad that it's not a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, just a solid TV title belt.
Right.
Just some good stuff to look forward to. Is Tiffany losing like this early bad? No. Tiffany's fine.
No. She's right. She's young. She's supposed to be. She's kind of supposed to. Like her character is, I think I'm better than you. They called me up here. It's Tiffy time, and the vets pretty much slap her up and go, "Hold on, little girl, wait your turn." It makes perfect sense, and she doesn't look bad in any of the losses either.
No, and she's getting reactions from the crowd. No, she's doing great. Tiffany, she's gonna be fine. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to. She's got some good wins under her belt, so she can afford to take a loss like this, especially to someone that's established top person like Naomi. Like, it's fine. She's good.
Right. And especially
if she got her ass beat by like Chelsea, we'd be having questions. But it's
right. And then especially since she's actually beaten Naomi before too. So this is pretty much Naomi getting her lick back.
Yeah.
So this is not hurting her. Not at all. Not at all.
So next week, like AJ's probably going to be at LA Knight. LA Knight's not going to suffer.
Hold on, we didn't get to the winner of that match.
I'm sorry.
We didn't get to the winner of that match, brother.
Right.
Hold on,
hey,
brother.
I'm sorry.
No, you excited? You should be excited because the next person we see on our screen is your boy, the dog-faced gremlin son, Braun Breaker. Whose new theme is
fine.
It's fine. It does match him. It's pretty much Red Bull mixed with cocaine and steroids all together. That's what that music is, and it fits him. It fits him.
I never loved his NXT theme. It was all right, but it was it was all right. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Oh no, his old theme was fine. It was like this new one. A lot of folks on social media didn't like it. I honestly felt like when I heard it instantly, I said, well, that matches him more than just the regular one, just dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
It's more fast paced, like Kenny said,
Yeah.
like Red Bull energy, which is what they're trying to sell him as, this fast paced, chaotic hurricane of a monster.
Yeah, like that gets me hyped for him. Like his old theme matched him more when he was coming up, but he's not that character anymore. That's just not him. It just doesn't fit him anymore. So that the new one he came out to is way better.
Right. He's the new age. He's the new age Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
As far as high energy, fast paced, running full steam to the ring, like how Ultimate Warrior's music used to fit his character. And you got this man roided up doing 80 miles an hour directly to the ring.
Yep.
That's pretty much what Braun's character and his music is now. It goes hand in hand. And like, of course, Braun has a way better moveset than what Warrior ever had.
He is by far and away way better than the Warrior ever was.
Right. But as far as the comparison of the, build and excitement of them and how the energy that they're projecting.
Yeah. And
he's what they wanted Rick Boogs to be. That's what they wanted Boogs to be.
Unfortunately, but Boogs' knees just couldn't support his
potential. That's because Boogs was too busy lifting too much shit, bro. Like, stop lifting buildings. That's why.
But buildings. Y'all have heard me and Matt talk so many times about themes, and I've made my opinions on Def Rebel known. I fucking hate them. They're terrible.
Right.
But you gotta admit when they do something right, and they when they did the Rocks remix, good theme. Rocks remix is great. This is, I said last night, it's a lateral move, but the more I listen to it, it is an improvement on his old thing. It really is. So, despite my feelings on that band, I think they still are god awful.
You're right. They get some rare wins. They had some rare wins,
and that's one of them. But you know who lost their Def Rebel theme, went back to the first one? Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany went back to her old theme. So sometimes
the Prophets had the same thing happen.
Yeah. So like I like that sometimes they're like, it's not working out. Let's just, the other one was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Braun's music is great. Good job.
Cameron Grimes got a remix. About to say Cameron Grimes got a remix on his, and it
was it not remixed? Is it not? I feel like it's remixed. Like
it's always had old boy who does what Wrestle Flow.
Yeah, Wrestle Flow. Yeah,
Wrestle and Flow. It's always had him rapping over it. That's just.
But it had more like
we've never heard.
Unless they like turned up the bass in the building, it sounded like it had more of a boom, like something to it. It sounded a little different this time, but it could have just been the optics in the arena,
Right,
but it didn't matter because he got his ass whooped.
In like 8 seconds, he died.
He didn't get no remake just to get murdered.
Yeah. It's
he died in 8 seconds.
I saw people talk online like, oh man, it sucks what they do in the Cameron Grimes. Like, look, man, I get it, and like Cameron Grimes could be like a pretty solid like mid card guy, but I'm not gonna say, oh man, he should be beating Braun. No, he should not. No, he should not be beating Braun Breaker. Christian got broken in half by Goldberg. He was fine. Okay, it's okay. Maybe he's going through that part in his career, but it's fine. It happens. But I'm not going to be like, oh, Cameron should have competed against Braun Breaker. No. You need a squash, and Cameron's great at making someone look good.
Exactly. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Okay. Yeah. I went to SmackDown. The last time I went to SmackDown when it came to Louisville, he was the dark match. It was like him. I don't even remember who he fought, but he won. He beat whoever it was, and he got the crowd. He did what he was supposed to do. He got us hyped.
And
whenever they're ready to make Cameron Grimes, matter, he's gonna make it work. But right now,
at the NXT, shoot.
And you know what? Not everybody can be the top dog.
Right.
You don't have those wrestlers.
That's what people have to remember. They always think that if they meant something in NXT, then their gimmick has to carry over into the main roster, and they have to be that same thing. It's like, no, because Ty Dillinger and No Way Jose, especially No Way Jose, regardless of where he was at, that man was getting killed. But he got us hyped.
Exactly.
Then a motherfucker got us. You ain't.
Jose, no, wait. Jose,
Man had the entire Barclays doing that shit. No, wait.
Hey,
me included.
Dango did the same. Like, you don't got to be a champion to be a big star and be over and have an impact with fans.
Mm-hmm.
Roddy Piper, perfect example.
Yeah. Piper only had like one belt in the W, or I guess two. He had tag titles, but like he had one Intercontinental Championship run late in his career before he left. Like, and he's still considered one of the greatest of all time. Jake the Snake Roberts. Like, it's not about the belts. When they want to make Cameron Grimes matter, he is going to knock it out the park because he has the ability. But right now it's about Braun. It's about Braun.
Exactly. And like I said before, like, you need all those elements to have a show. Like, you're gonna have those couple wrestlers who's gonna be the squash guy or the squash woman. You got Cameron Grimes on one end, Chelsea Green on the other end.
Yeah,
hey,
but you see what they're doing with them.
They're on TV and they're making money.
Not only are they on TV, Chelsea Green is getting over in losses.
Mm-hmm.
And
speaking of Chelsea Green, might as well. That was the actual next match. The next match, right? The next match was another squash match. We had Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus the outstandingly beautiful, sexy, amazingly gorgeous tag team duo of Jade Cargill and Bianca. But good Lord, those two women standing next to each other,
aka Black Girl Magic. Jade light work for Chelsea.
I have friends that don't watch wrestling that will send me like Instagram links or whatever, and
be like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, and it's like,
yes,
oh, that's Jade Cargill. She's literally grafted from granite. Who is this? Oh, that's Bianca Belair. She's like, she's the greatest. She like, then, like I got a lot of those like WrestleMania when them and Naomi are like, when after the match, who are these women? Like, oh, Naomi, Jade, Bianca. Yeah, they're great. You should watch. Check them out. But like, Jade looks like $1 million. It's one of her biggest draws. She looks like she's a brick house.
She's those two.
Her entrance makes her physique look even
goddess. Her entrance is like a fucking goddess, bro.
The lighting, the lighting,
then the flexing. Oh, bro.
AEW's presentation, I'll give them that.
She kept her music from AEW, right?
It's a bit of a remake.
WWE took the blueprint and knocked it out the park. Like, kudos to AEW for giving her that entrance, and then WWE just took it and WWE'd it, because the whole fact that it basically becomes winter, she is literally Storm from the X-Men. Like, as much as they tried to get that across in the AEW, it is clear in WWE, like, oh shit, a storm is coming. And then you see that goddess come out, you be like, Lord, that is
Take me now, Jesus.
Like,
that's what you take me now, please. I want to run into that woman's arms and jump into her arms.
Got the hair just like Storm. I'm like, oh yeah, you are definitely all the way Storm.
Hey, like, Keisha, the missus even said, normally that gray wig would make anybody else look like an old lady, but that looks really good on her. I'm like, yeah.
That's because she is
That's exactly how I said it too. I said, yeah.
Like, I'll send you screenshots later. Like my buddy James, who's jumped in here every now and then. we've talked, and he's like, dude, she's like a legitimate goddess of a like. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, if it ain't Jade, Bianca, and Naomi, the rest of the like during the weekend, it's Tuesday when Jada Parker come on because that's when every person, every dude, every black man be like, yo, they got wrestlers that look like her.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
My boy hit me up the other day. It said the exact same thing.
I'm here as the president founder of the Miss Parker fan club. Yes.
My cousin hit me up in a text and said, yo, who's the extra thick Ashanti they got wrestling now? And I said, oh, that's Miss Parker.
Yeah.
He said, yo, shorty is. I was like, yeah. And then 5 seconds later, who is this goddess? I said, that's Jade. That's Jade. That's Jade Carter. He said, is this what wrestling is about? I said, they can actually wrestle too, man. I said they will fold your ass up.
Tuesday, that's what it's about when me and HBK be working together.
And then if those same guys, if they're baseball fans, the second question is, Brandon Phillips got that?
Yeah.
That's when they find out Brandon Phillips is her husband. They're like, what? Like, yeah.
What?
We all reacted the same way when we saw. Let's be real. When we all saw that, we were like, "What the fuck, Brandon Phillips?"
And he's like, Brandon Phillips.
And then the way I know he used to act, I'm like, damn, yeah.
You got my infamous.
No, that man used to be wilding. So
right, Tito.
And he got Jade, and she got him to settle down. Yeah, she bad. She that one. She the one. That dude. Brandon Phillips was the only person I know who got traded out of one city because he proclaimed himself the king of another city while another king was there playing. That's all.
Who cares about Brandon Phillips? It's all about Jade and
bang bang bang. Speaking of Bianca, so it was a quick match. Kenny, you mentioned this and like I didn't even really think about it, but was it Wade or Corey that were like, oh, this could be like a legit threat to the tag team championship?
It was Corey. Corey was like, these two women right here look like they're putting the tag team division on notice. And he said that, and then I looked, they legit had real matching gear.
Yeah.
Like down to even subtle details like the butterflies on it, the color, like it was legit matching gear. So that's why
I didn't notice that at first until you said something. Because I was like, oh, every time someone comes up and they do a little quick tag match, like, oh, it could be a great tag team. Never really that big of a deal. And then you said, yeah, but like they said this, and I went back and I saw that, yeah, matching gear, and yeah, maybe you might be right. And honestly,
I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all.
Perfect.
It gives Bianca a belt. I think a belt. I don't think she's ever had that title.
Yeah, she's always been a world champ.
And it also makes Jade look like a big star if she's teaming with another major player like that, winning gold. That would be,
and it can
great.
lead to, and it can eventually lead to the mega payoff that we all want to see Bianca and Jade when that team eventually breaks apart, and you can have them face each other off. The mega, and it gives a chance for Jade to experience working with the rest of the women's division without it being solo matches, putting all the pressure on her.
Exactly.
And besides all that, it's giving Bianca something else to do.
And it gives Bianca also a break too.
Because now Bianca out of the picture. It can't be her because instantly everybody will draw and be like, oh, well, she's going to eventually beat Bayley. They're finding other opponents for Bayley. They got Naomi. They're going to get Tiffany and everybody else. They can get the belt off of Asuka and off of the Kabuki Warriors. They can have Black Girl Magic go between all three brands, honestly. And
it's
revolutionize. Honestly, revolutionize and put something, make those belts more for them. Like honestly, if they, because Kenny hit the nail on the head. Because when Kenny asked about it last night, all I said was, I'll see if they say anything about the tag titles, just because we had Lashley and the Profits come out in matching gear, and then they're like together but not together, but together but not together. Like, you know what I mean? Like they all match, but they just all happen to be black people. Like that's just kind of their thing. They all happen to be black, and they just match. But then Triple H was listening to Kenny because they did an online exclusive.
Yep.
Kenny's matching attire. They did say we are putting we want tag team gold. Mm-hmm. So honestly, to Kenny's point, and to go along with Kenny, get them those tag titles and let them go on let them win from now till next month, all the way to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
right.
To make the titles. That is a title reign, a long title reign that I will welcome, because whoever beats them is a badass team.
Exactly.
You can't beat them with some fuckery. It can't be somebody turning on the other. It has to be a legitimate badass women's tag team that is gonna whoop Black Girl Magic, because that's what I'm just gonna call them, Black Girl Magic. I can't even think of nothing else to call them. Just damn.
I got a lot of things I can think of calling them, but I can't say.
Hold on. Hold on.
I gotta be Paul Beck approved.
I just gotta.
Mongo is invited to the cookout.
Do I have something hanging behind me or something? Like, what the fuck? Every time we do a show, it's you and Batty. What have I said? What have I said?
And the sad part is, we told them you're invited to the cook. We told them we're letting you bring shit to the cookout. I was like, Mongo's cool. He's cool. I'm telling y'all, he's cool.
Like, damn,
Mongo's
what I gotta do, man?
Like, we vouching for him.
It's the perfect way to protect. Like everything y'all said, it's the perfect way to protect Jade.
Yeah.
It's the perfect way to have Bianca do something that she hasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, like last night's match, that was basically Jade whooping that ass. That was a singles match, guys, as a tag match. But and Jade made it look like light work. They called it light work. At some point, it's going to be the other way around. It's going to be Bianca. Whoop, boom. She's going to be like, yeah, this is what I do. Like,
they're going to one up each other at some point. It's going to be a great.
And you know what's going to happen? And the most important part, and I think Kenny brought it up earlier, people are going to finally care about those tag team titles because you got two megastars with it.
I'm saying it right now. I don't give a damn what the match type is. Bianca and Jade versus the Kabuki Warriors is going to definitely be in our match of the year countdown. 8 months from now? It's going to be on on that show. That's going to be on our countdown for one of the matches of the year, because you get two veterans in Asuka and Kairi Sane. They're basically tag team specialists.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They've had a good long title reign themselves, and they have already been called out. It's getting there. Like the Clash is that's gonna be boom. Like women's wrestling is really gonna take off in 2024 with Triple H and HBK both writing.
Yep. And you know what? I finally got to watching Loving WWE last night, and
it's good.
Like, first of all, I love that couple. They are amazing. We all do. And one of the main topics, I didn't finish it, but I watched half of first 4 episodes, and one of the main topics was Tez and Bianca planning to have a baby at some point.
Right.
To Matt's point, and I thought about this last night. I said they did it perfectly by pairing Bianca with Jade. Have those two, have Jade be next to Bianca Bianca can be the workhorse of that group. Jade the powerhouse. Let them hold those belts until Mania and that of next year, and then boom, Jay will definitely be ready for a singles run. And then Bianca, if they decide to finally have a baby, Bianca can go ahead and take that much needed time off and focus on being a mama.
I can't wait for the way, like we've been saying, give them the belt, let them have a very lengthy title run, and then have them pull a DIY breakup. You have them pull a DIY style breakup. Like, let's say, like that powerhouse team that we talking about that's going to come in and eventually dethrone them. At the end of it, we get a Ciampa turning on a Gargano moment. Which one of them doing it works either way.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to ask, because I think the most obvious answer most people are going to go to is Jade, is because she was playing that in AEW and she did great. But people forget Bianca is a fucking heel. Yeah,
Bianca was a fucking heel in NXT. It wasn't until like her last month that she became a fucking face.
Like the EST was a whole heel act, and then she started backing up what she was saying, and it became, oh shit, she is the EST. And then by the time she got on main roster, she was paired with the Street Profits, even though it was during the pandemic. So that got over like a fart in church. Yeah. But once we got people in the audience again, she was over instantly.
And if you want Storm to be that mega baby face, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
But I think we're going to be excited to see the growth we're going to get out of Jade here.
Oh, yeah.
It's I'm really excited for it, and I think like you're talking about the tag titles. We've had like main stars hold them, but the only time they've been like a major part of anything was during the pandemic.
Right.
When Bailey and Sasha had them. That was when they were part of the most important story going on at that point, but there were no fans around. And had there been fans, it would have been incredible. But unfortunately, that's just not how it worked out.
Yeah.
So this is the chance again to really make those titles
mean something.
Yeah, Asuka and Kyrie are fantastic together, but they're like, it's just not. The focus is always on Io in that group. You know? So
I would say,
I'm ready for those titles to have to be their own main focus.
Like those tag titles on Jade and Bianca is better suited as whatever they want to call this era. I'm going to call it can be called in this TKO era, because they are fully transparent and they are all about getting visibility. So if they can get that pop, because you saw how much we saw WWE in this year, just in this week alone, they were on everything. So it's like, oh, well, let's put them on Bianca and Jade. We can have them show up at award shows. We can have them show up everywhere.
Everywhere.
And they're gonna be like, Lord, who are those goddesses with the gold around their waist?
And here's the thing that they're not stupid with. Look at how NWO us right here on this podcast. No. I'm about to say, look at how NWO us right here on this podcast. Let's keep it real. We're educated hood dudes. We all lived in the hood, but we all have education behind us. And you know what that means? By having these black, so now there's going to be more people from the hood getting into wrestling because you have these gorgeous black women. They're going to be able to, Bianca and Jade is going to wind up showing up at the BET Awards with the belts. They're going to wind up showing up at the Soul Train Awards with the belts, the Essence Awards with the belts, the VH1 Lady Honors Awards with the belts. They're going to be getting presented with something probably on stage holding those belts.
They're going to show up at what they gonna show up at whatever they want and whatever they want to go to if they got the time to go to it. Like if they gonna be there,
They're
they'll
gonna
be there, and the profit, like Montez will be there if anybody. Montez will be there. It'll be Montez, Brandon Phillips, Jade, and Bianca. Them four will definitely be there supporting their wives. Them two will be there. Them two will be there, and the other two will be there to support their wives.
Exactly. Like it's gonna open it up. It's gonna open up the wrestling community to the hood again. It's gonna be cool to watch wrestling again past a certain age. Because when you're like realistically, everybody in the hood watched wrestling when they were little. And if you ask any person in a project right now, yo, you watch wrestling? Yeah, I watched it till I was about maybe like 8 or 9 or whatever, and then I stopped because that's when it stopped being cool.
Yeah, or they were like, I watched Attitude there. A lot of folks my age, they're like, I stopped watching after that when we was all in middle school.
Right, like so now you have women who look like, I hate to say it, but the video type women that we see, but these women are athletes. So it's going to open up the hood's eyes to
ass kickers.
Yeah. Right. It's going to open up the hood's eyes to professional wrestling. The Barclays is definitely going to be even more sold out. They're going to have more sold out shows in the Barclays. They're going to have more
representation is so important.
Yeah. Between that and NIL. That's why, like HBK they're really knocking out the park with NIL because Obafemi, that man is Nigerian and just happened to be going to school at Alabama, and all he had to do was just continue to go to school, graduate, and he had a spot waiting on him at the Performance Center.
By the way, I didn't realize something about Obafemi. Because he went to Alabama for shot put. I didn't realize until like last week he's shot putting dudes.
Yeah,
when he's doing the like toss bomb shit. I didn't realize until last week. Oh, he's doing the shot put motion. I love it. It's so different. I love
that's why he's tossing their asses 700 meters across the fucking ring.
It's good, but yeah, like this is this
representation,
is what representation does, and it builds up your fan base, and it gives like you said, the younger kids more to like look up to and see and see where they could like it's just that's what you need. And I think what Cookie said about Sasha and Naomi, we are seeing the opportunity done with somebody completely different in charge.
That's true.
That's true. Is able to look at all these other angles. Markets and all these other angles and all these other groups and talking to the wrestlers, seeing what they are saying and how to connect with others. Whereas the other guy, all he cared about was what he enjoyed himself.
Right. It shows how bad Vince McMahon was holding his company back because storyline wise, representation wise, presentation wise, it has done a complete 180. And
it's the best it's been. It's the best it's been in decades. It's the best it's been. It really is the best it's been in decades.
It really is. I hate to just be like, damn, Vince did, because we got to give the man credit for introducing this sport to us.
I mean,
and he didn't. For a long time he was doing great. It's just there was a point. Where he should have stopped. Touch. Yeah,
reality.
There's a point where he should have stopped. Yeah, there's a point where he lost touch, and like that was 2006, and
when he beat the federal case. Once he beat that fucking federal case, and he thought he was Tony Montana, that's when his ass should have stepped away.
I'm with Mongo. He should have definitely stopped that basically right when I graduated, because that's when it started becoming dumb.
06 was like, all right, well, that's when we're gonna fight. John Cena and Randy Orton are gonna fight 40 people in a tag match, 2-on-40, and this is gonna be. This sucks. This is god awful. Can we anything? No, okay.
Or even people are like have been bringing up like since like we've all been saying like, damn, wrestling has gotten really great, and people are like, but yeah, you ain't no real fan unless you sat through this, and it's like Roman getting the dog food poured on him.
Oh,
like, my God.
2019 clips. Oh, 2019 was rough.
It's like
succotashes. Yeah.
Bro, when the Usos
Lana
when the
storyline
Usos gave FTR the Usi
shaving.
Or like they're like rubbing their butts on the floor in the jackets to try to because their butts were on fire. Like
it's funny
it was so bad.
It's funny you mentioned 2019 because randomly earlier this week I turned into the WWE Network and I saw a match between Roman Reigns and The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon and Elias at Extreme Rules. And I said,
I remember that match. I remember that match. That was the what was their damn tag team name? It was like the Graveyard Dogs or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
I said, ew.
Because we picked up Undertaker for that match.
Oh my God. He was desperate as fuck.
Was we? Damn, no wonder we lost.
That was that weird period when like Roman beat the Undertaker, and then the Undertaker was like giving him respect and helping him.
Now I want to tag with you. Like why?
Right.
Why? Right. All right, Jericho. Jesus, relax.
That's what everybody. That was the reason why folks said Undertaker showed up at WrestleMania because Roman beat him at WrestleMania. So he's like, you already took my yard from me. You're not going to get anything else. So that's why he interfered.
It did kind of make sense. It did.
Right. I'm like, all right. Still would have been better if it was Stone Cold, but all right.
Right.
It's because there's legit competition. I mean, I think AEW's competition helps a lot. I really do think. Like
they just keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly. Yeah, that's their own thing. Like competition is great, you know, in anything. But if they keep making god awful choices, you know, we'll see where we are in a few years.
Let's get to the final match.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Let's get to our final match of the night. Our final match of the night.
Incredible.
Our final match of the night was the other triple threat match to decide who will be in the finals for the #1 contenders match. We have KO Kevin Owens, who comes out, who does his own promo by taking the mic and says, "Can I? You know these new angles they've been using? Can I get some of those?" Walks out. Can I get that a try? Takes the mic, walks out, and introduces himself. Damn near. Okay. Damn near introduced
the Detroit Tigers custom belt.
Yeah. Right. Has that on his shoulder. It's KO versus. Oh, before KO comes out, AJ Styles is in this match, and I finally got a chance to hear AJ's music.
That shit is doody doo 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 doo.
That shit is hot undershoe doo doo. Okay, like
it was hot ass.
Yeah, I know you're like slowly like going back and like watching older TNA stuff. You message every now and then about like seeing.
Yeah.
Have you heard AJ's music when he like stopped being the phenomenal one and he was like the lone whatever the fuck he was called, and it was him against the Aces and Eights. And
I haven't gotten to that one. I haven't heard that.
Bro, when you hear that song, you're gonna realize, oh, he shouldn't be picking his own music. He shouldn't be picking his own song. Like it's almost exactly what this song is. It's not good.
Oh no. This shit was like heavy metal country. Like that's what I want to call
that shit up, and I thought it was gonna be something like on what was it? Their match was on Sunday. Sunday, it sounded good, but that arena, like the stadium was big as fuck, so all I heard was bass and just that sound like it got something to it. Yeah, last night.
Yeah, then we can hear the lyrics.
Oh, I heard that. That shit sounded like ass.
It was urban country is the
urban
is the genre, and yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
That song is do.
Urban.
That song is do. I came in that chat and said, "What the shit is this? Oh my god, it's awful."
Oh no, this shit is ass.
Yeah, no, it ain't good. You don't like Evil Ways? No, Evil Ways sucks. Evil Ways sucks. I'm sorry. I know there are fans that like, oh, it's a good no. Get Ready to Fly, and then they don't want none. Those are his songs, and that's it. That song sucks. And
oh
he
yeah,
has now
they don't want
sucks.
none. No, they don't want none.
Right, just stay with that shit.
Want none.
That still works with you as like a more vicious
heel.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
It works all the way around. Like, stop it. Just go back to that.
Yeah, we don't want none. Honestly, was good for him as a heel. The first he was a heel, beat up John Cena. He used that. Honestly, you don't want none is universal. That can be for a face or a heel. You don't want none. You don't want none.
We got whatever the hell that is, and it's just
right.
Like Matt said, that's Death Rebel.
You
get one good song, you get 90 shitty ones. Yeah, the match is fantastic. Jesus.
And the last person, I'm about to say, the last person in this triple threat is the little keychain Mexican Rey Mysterio.
Shout out to Go. I don't hate you no more, Ray. But I knew you wasn't gonna win. I knew your ass wasn't gonna win.
I want to say KO. He was in 2 different triple threats in 6 days, and they were both awesome.
That man he got murdered in that one last night because he took the one of that
man. That first off, AJ got not even his knees. AJ got his knees, his shin, and his feet in KO's back when KO went for that swanton. Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about. Like his whole lower body got in KO folded like this. He like you could tell that one really fucking hurt. Okay. And then to have somebody Styles clash another human being on top of you.
From Brett's rope, baby. From the second rope.
Right.
Just damn. And it was because not only did he hit it, he rolled through smooth into the pin.
Right.
Like, God damn. Jesus. AJ.
I was like, oh, he ain't get. I was like, he's not even about to roll over here. He's done.
Right.
AJ has had enough of people saying that he's washed. He's had enough of people saying that he's about done. No, AJ's still hitting this stuff.
Right. He really did, Tito. He really just used him as a wrestle buddy.
Man, what a great finish.
Great finish. And then we get the stare down. And as they're doing the stare down, I happen to look at my watch. The stare down began at 9:55.
It was like 9:56.
It was like 9:55, and I was like, "They gonna have a 5-minute stare down? No way! Like something else. Like what's about to happen? Something about to happen. 9:56. I see the little WWE sign in the bottom, and the Ford Toyota F-150 commercial. And I said, oh,
time for local news, baby.
Right. And you extra time, they were like, here's a long ass commercial for NASCAR, and here's a long ass commercial for baseball, and then we're gonna tell you about here's some more local commercials. And next thing I knew,
local news.
What's funny about it is like him. And Trips is the one that started this shit, and now they all do it. They have made a habit of like when that little logo at the bottom pops up, and you're like, they have like a weird amount of time left. You start thinking like, oh shit, what's about to happen? Like your brain starts like racking possibilities.
Nope, that was the end of the show. That shit was the end of the show. I was like, I came in that chat. I said they ended this motherfucker early as shit tonight. Like,
yeah,
they had nothing planned after that stare down. Like it was no plan.
We did time early, guys. We ain't got nothing else.
They said rock and roll, bro. Yeah, y'all ain't got no leeway. No leeway.
Bring out the box. Like, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
They sitting there like, let's go. Sir, it's 9:56. I said cut, nigga.
We owe them
I got
time.
family at
We owe
home.
them
Shit.
time.
I see my girls in like 2 weeks. Damn. Let me go home.
He's
Right.
like, we owe them time.
Trip said Trips looked around and said, "We ain't got no tapings tomorrow, right?" They was like, "No, boss, we off. We off until next month. Well, until Monday. Well, wrap this bitch up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go."
I got
They
some
already-
steaks
they-
at the house. Corbin's gonna cook for me. Damn, I need to get out of here.
Like we out, folks. We out, folks. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. Peace.
But
They
man,
was ready to
Exactly.
start that
From
dark
start to
match.
finish.
That's probably what it was. They were like, hurry up in this shit. Let's get this dark match going.
yeah, man, that was Raw was like it was all right. We had like moments, but it was a lot of like meh. SmackDown from start to finish.
It had us going. It had
Raw
us
great.
next week will be good. We got Finn
I
versus
don't-
Jay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's gonna be. I'm sure Raw's gonna be fine next week.
Raw
This
gonna be good. 'cause
Rockmania was Rockmania is always kind of like
hyped up
expect a
now.
lot.
Super hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it ends up not being that great. But SmackDown, fuck, killed it. NXT and
Yeah.
SmackDown, they nailed it. Just great stuff. Without
Right.
Roman and The Rock, no Roman, no Rock, and it was incredible.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say. You're 100% right. 100% right. SmackDown may have been my favorite program this week of all the wrestling that I watched.
Yeah,
There was a lot of good
SmackDown did
stuff.
a good job. They went in there just saying they were going to be promoting. All they went in was we're going to have Bailey and we're going to have Cody. I mean,
Maybe they
Cody
should do
wasn't
that
even
more
the
often.
Cody wasn't even the most like he wasn't even like top 5 most important things to happen on that show.
right.
It
He
was-
came out first and they got him done and over with.
Wrap that
Right.
shit quick. You got stuff to do, Cody. Don't be crying for 20, 30 minutes. Come on, we got like
Right. This is SmackDown.
we got a show to do.
Ain't got time for that. Save it for
Right.
Netflix.
It's like they gave you that time on Monday. That's enough. I said
Right.
that's enough.
You
They
had
got 3
45
hours.
minutes.
You got a commercial free hour, bitch.
Right.
No more. No more.
These people got
No more.
local news. They ain't
Right.
got time for you, Cody.
Right, because they about to go to the bar. They want to know should they bring their umbrella or not. Bitch, get off our screen.
Yeah, no,
Well,
great,
boy-
great stuff.
Boys, I think we have been electrifying for the day.
Well, hold on, wait a minute, real quick.
Oh,
Did y'all want to talk about this now or next week?
which one?
Jack Perry, CM Punk. Last-
Oh.
We can either cover this real quick, 5 minutes. We're just gonna
Let's
get this out of the
cover this.
way. All right.
Let's cover this.
So last
Um,
night, New Japan had an episode. We saw a new IWGP World Champion crowned in John Moxley. John Moxley is the
Right.
first.
Bravo.
He's the first person to ever hold the IWGP, AEW, and WWE championships.
Boy,
Congrats,
wow.
John.
Natty Zone.
Continuing to show that the Shield
Right.
is the greatest stable of all time. Anyway,
Yeah,
And
right.
Yep.
And he was considered the wackest one out of the group.
he was, and he's the one getting off the damn records.
Right.
Except for Roman, he's the one that's like knocking this shit out the park. But
See, that's
Jack
why
Perry
PX
had a match.
PX, y'all just need to just drop old boy. Just let him go. Just let him go. Just let him
Yeah,
go.
well, yeah, drop him.
Go.
Nobody else is gonna pick him up.
Right. Right.
Jack Perry had a match last night, and people were like, "What the fuck is Jack gonna do? Is he gonna come out to Cult of Personality or whatever?" He comes out to whatever music and shit he has. Draped his own security force, draped in a Chicago flag,
The Chicago State flag.
He's such a bitch.
and then when he drops it, the back of his jacket says "Cry Me a River."
Oh my goodness.
The only thing I'm going to say about that is this. AEW, Jack Perry, y'all are corny. And the reason why I am saying that is because you actually have me defending CM Punk. And if you make me defend CM Punk, you're a fucking cornball, in my opinion. The man is not even thinking about y'all, yo. The man is trying to literally start storylines in another promotion. He's not there. The fact that you have to continue to bring up someone who is no longer in your company shows just how much of a whining crybaby little much of bitches that you guys are.
Right.
Like, he's not there anymore, bro. Like, move on.
Mm-hmm.
Literally move on. He's not there. And you bring him into one of your main storylines. That shows you have WWE more in your mind than they have you on theirs. From day one. I'm sorry, man.
No, did y'all hear about the rumor? Because, like, oh, he's such a bitch. Like, the whole thing, I agree with Kenny. Like, the whole point, like, what was the point of y'all doing all this? He ain't in y'all's company no more. Just keep it going. Just keep it moving. But apparently the rumor is, I was just playing around when I said this, but apparently the rumor is they took that video down because they breached the non-disclosure agreement.
No shit.
Fucking idiots.
The guy doesn't work there anymore.
Like, wow, that use common sense. I use common sense and put two and two together. Everybody's like, that's the room. That's supposedly that's what happened. I just kind of just figured that's what happened because I took the non-disclosure agreement.
You didn't talk to your fucking lawyer before you aired that shit? What are you doing?
It's like I've always said about this fucking company. They do everything for shock value. They are extreme clout chasers.
They do everything for Twitter. It's everything's for Twitter.
Everything is for Twitter.
They're gonna be really fucked over when Omega leaves, because Omega's kind of getting tired of their bullshit too. Because I saw a clip where someone asked Omega a question on Twitch about what happened. Omega literally said, "My main concern was getting the dog to safety."
Yes,
that's what the man said.
And then he said he feels he shouldn't even be an EVP.
Yeah. Even Kenny's like, all right, look, clearly, we should not have been here. Mistakes were made. I just wanted to save the dog. And everyone's like, you know what? fuck Punk and fuck the Bucks, but Kenny's cool.
Right. Like, literally, like, Omega's even getting tired of this. Like, yo, enough is enough, yo. Like, honestly, we shouldn't have been vice presidents when this shit happened.
I think they're all what it is now is they're slowly but surely. When AEW was founded, it sounded good. It all sounded great. And they saw that, oh, Tony Khan sound like he's talking right. Now they see that he is a mark with money. Mm-hmm. Now they just see that he is just a mark with money. There's a difference between being a mark with money and a mark with money.
That company is slow. They're crashing out.
And the bad part about it is because they're so rich, they can continue to there's no circling the drain.
And then was like I said, was going to be even sadder when they lose Omega. If you've noticed, people keep making little comments about how, I forgot which wrestler it was, Randy Orton. When somebody said, Omega could learn a lot from being in the ring with Randy Orton, Omega said, you're absolutely right. He's a legend. I agree. I would love to learn a lot from Randy Orton in the ring.
People were so mad when they said that before Kenny. He could wrestle circles around Orton. And Kenny is like, that's Randy Orton.
Are you shitting me? 20 years back. Like, of course you're going to learn something from him.
Of course I'll up my game if I work with Randy fucking Orton. What are you, crazy?
Randy going to learn something from him.
And Omega keeps talking about how, and Seth Rollins keeps bringing up how Omega is a great wrestler and how he would love to eventually, and they keep going back and forth. He keeps bringing up how he would love to work with a lot of people who are in WWE. They're going to be pissed when that man...
He wants to work with Roman. He said he would like to work with Roman Reigns.
They're going to be pissed when that man goes to WWE.
Yeah,
because I'll tell you what it is. What is making him, he's reminiscing now because he's looking back, he's reminiscing, he's thinking about, dang, maybe I should have, instead of starting AEW, maybe I should have taken that WWE deal. Then on top of that, all of his health issues are putting his career into question. He's like, damn, if I have an out, I need to take it. That's why I shouldn't be a AEW EVP. He's already telling. That's him putting the little fillers out there. hey, I don't need to be an executive vice president. I just want to put on. I love to learn stuff from Randy Orton. He getting ready.
You know
That man's about to sign and get that big paycheck, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what?
It's really nothing. Get that paycheck. Do what Tom was doing.
You know what? Fuck wrestling. We get to finally see him and Xavier Woods on up, down on a consistent basis.
Mike. Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. Absolutely.
I would
Are
not
you
be
shitting
shocked.
me?
And don't be shocked. Do not be shocked if Omega leaves. He's an executive vice president. He knows when people's deals are leaving. So then slowly but surely, hey, where the party at? Gonna be reunited. Cole gonna be gone. Cesaro gonna be. Claudio gonna be back.
Yep.
But I think, honestly, he probably wouldn't be saying all this stuff if the fucking tribalism wasn't this so. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
it's exhausting, and you can tell when Kenny is like he's streaming, he's just fucking playing Street Fighter. These people are just trying to get him to say like negative shit about, and he's like, I would love to wrestle them. Like, no, I just want to save the dog. No, I think he's cool. Whatever. Like, y'all, this whole thing about them wanting to cause this war, but these wrestlers don't give a fuck. They do not care. They don't care.
Like with me, like at the end of the day, I watch WWE mainly. I will watch AEW every now and then.
I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not.
Just for the simple damn reason they're basically WCW, and as much as they try to say they're not WCW, they are like just looking at their WCW just part 2. Except they just need better management. That's all it is. They could be a great company. They have great wrestling. They've had a weird growth that didn't need to happen. They don't need 3 TV shows. They don't need a gazillion pay-per-views right now. But you know what? Unlimited money, you can do what you want.
Hire Scott D'Amore. Hire Scott D'Amore, and just let Scott D'Amore run shit. Just a little. Hire Scott D'Amore.
They need organization. He gave them that organization, and they need someone to help them write other storylines because it can't just be Tony Khan because he likes to fly off on Twitter. Like they need someone to rein him in, and they need better management. And that's it.
God. What if? I'm just throwing something completely out there just to shake things up, just to make myself happy as a wrestling fan. What if Paul Heyman gives the okay for WWE to restart ECW with Scotty D running it?
I don't know. We do not need a third.
We don't need ECW. Nah, let ECW die.
Okay.
I think
if it wasn't restarted 5 times since it died, maybe, but it's
fair enough.
We're done.
Fair enough.
I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to mess around. Scott D'Amore is going to end up showing up at NXT.
Bro,
Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying, whoever hires Scotty D is going to be in a better position than they are right now.
Yeah, we know Brian Cage ain't going to be there because he decided to extend his contract with AEW.
This big meaty ass wants to stay there and get paid. I don't blame him. You know, shit. He's getting that money.
I mean, technically, he's with the hottest act in AEW with the Mogul Embassy. So,
why would you? Yeah, exactly. Stick with it. Guy's about to be a world champion. Stick next to him. That's great for him.
That is a smart idea. But yeah, the Young Bucks look like idiots, and it's sad because when I first got introduced to the Young Bucks, I couldn't stand them. And then I was like, you know what? They're not bad. They actually have some pretty decent moves. These kids aren't half bad. Now I'm back to not standing them, and that's not good. And the reason I can't stand them is not even because of the shit that they're doing in the ring. It's the outside the ring shit.
I don't even know who to blame anymore, so I just blame AEW in general. Like they all it's just a That's why I say there's
honestly,
everybody...
I don't blame CM Punk. I don't blame fucking what you call it. I don't blame the Young Bucks in total. I don't blame Kenny Omega. I do blame Tony Khan. When you let the inmates run the asylum, eventually these inmates are going to have wars within themselves. When there is no order, chaos will ensue. You see it time and time again in every fucking movie. When there's always a new world order, how there's so many different goddamn tribes and everybody trying to maintain their pieces of order. And they're like, what the fuck you think is going to happen when you have a bunch of people with high testosterone levels trying to tell each other, trying to compete to see who's the best?
And it's not even just the Bucks and all that, like, you know, Britt and Thunder Rosa. You know, we had stuff with Big Swole. That was a huge thing that people just like pretend didn't happen. Like there was a lot of times in this company's life where like, God, this guy is not a great like boss. He's like, he doesn't have the tact for it. And
he has Twitter fingers. He sucks.
He does.
In front of him. That's all he is.
It's not even the point of having Twitter fingers. It's literally.
It's not.
You need a. The problem is he's never had anyone tell him no. So when you never have someone, if you've never been told no, or that something is wrong, you don't know that it's wrong, and you do whatever. And that's always been his lifestyle. Like
that's why Eric Bischoff went off on him a couple weeks ago. He like got on a whole he did a whole like hour and 13 minutes for that response that Tony Khan did towards him on Twitter. Because Eric Bischoff was like, I don't even know why he gets mad. He's like, I'm just telling him the truth. He gets mad at hearing the truth.
He needs a public relation team. This is what will make AEW.
They need to take his phone away from him. They need to delete Twitter.
Exactly. That's part one.
Look, they need to remove him from social media, like you said. Remove him from social media. Get a public relations team to handle all things that are going on social media. Get him a private lawyer who will tell him to shut the fuck up. Hire writers and a creative staff, and that will make AEW a very successful business. And if you notice, I didn't mention anything about the wrestlers because the problem that's going on there is not the wrestlers. It's the back office. The back office is where the problem is, and it's spilling out. And you know what? Luckily, they have the professionals that they do have who are able to kind of put that shit to the wayside and go out and still give top-notch performances. Because at the end of the day, AEW matches are fucking bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are fucking bangers. So shout out to those wrestlers who are professional enough to put that shit in the back. Like the Samoa Joes who stopped that fucking brawl and then went out and had a fucking great match in London. You know what I mean? Shout out to those professionals because that back office is fucking y'all over. Big time.
It just brings up the point, like one of the podcasts I always listen to, they always say, like, it's going to be real tremendous to hear in 15, 20 years from now, or whenever it is, when we start getting, like, the behind the scenes, the dark side of the rings of AEW. Like, what really went on? Like, because eventually eventually it's got to stop. Like, Tony Khan, even though he has unlimited money, technically, at some point, he's just got to be like, yeah, this shit's not working.
To be honest, we're low-key. We're getting that in real time right now.
Yeah.
Because of, for example, they showed that footage with Punk and Jack Perry.
And it backfired.
Tony Khan's Twitter gives us insight into what the fuck goes on backstage. And with just these reports that we get on a daily now, when it comes to them, we're seeing this shit in real time.
Oh, it's going to get better once it's like they're going to be able to really say what's going on because they're going to be Because ain't gonna be no more AEW. Ain't gonna be no non-disclosure agreements. They can just say whatever the hell they want because the company is dead. Just like everybody started saying what they can say about WCW once it was dead.
Yeah.
Sad. Because you got the opportunity to have a great fucking promotion that is
This is when
really,
number 2 is up for grabs. Anybody can be number 2.
And
right.
like you said, genuinely one of the greatest rosters ever on the planet. I mean,
Right.
wrestling there is incredible. It is fantastic.
It really is. It really is.
And recover from losing. They were able to recover from losing Cody, Jade Cargill, and CM Punk. They were able to replace that with Will Ospreay, Okada, Mercedes Moné.
And still got MJF and Adam Cole as an already made feud sitting there hurt.
You got veterans like Copeland. Like you have
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
They're people that are hurt.
And they can build stars up that you didn't think were like Julia Hart ended up being like one of their greatest success stories.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone we never thought we'd ever like see in the spot she's in. So like they can do so much great stuff, but backstage bullshit is bleeding out, and it's just so it makes it hard to want to watch it and root for.
Stop telling us y'all dirty laundry. Stop airing it out. We don't want to see it.
And if you're on that roster, how can you not be embarrassed? You're like, I have to come to this toxic ass work environment every week. Because it's toxic. It is fucking toxic. And what it does is it overshadows the brilliance that you have in the ring. It overshadows that. It makes it not be about the wrestlers in the ring. It makes it be about Tony Khan and his fucking bullshit.
I need and y'all will agree with me on this one. As soon as I say it, I need Tony Khan to keep the same energy he had and treat the same energy he had for Jade Cargill's departure. And when she showed up in WWE, he had nothing but good words and said that was it. We had a great time working with her. We offered her the best deal that we could, but hey, it was it. But it was a joy to have her. She told
keep it like that.
Her
keep
words
it like
about
that with everything.
Like when they asked her what went on, she said, "Hey, I did the best." She's like, "I did everything I could, but my star is bigger than what they can do for me, so therefore I had to leave." And they understood that. Tony Khan ain't said no bad words about her. They both understood. Hey, she's too big for us. Hey, I'm too big for y'all. That's it. But he can't be like that for anybody else. He got to get the last word for CM Punk.
Well, so the Punk stuff,
got to get the last word for Triple H.
That was ridiculous. The Triple H shit was ridiculous. But the Punk stuff, him like shitting on AW and all that stuff, regardless of what the truth is or not, a response had to happen. The issue is they already made the greatest response they could when Adam Copeland goes out there and says, "Hey, whatever you watch wrestling-wise, love and enjoy that because we have great wrestling everywhere. I love being here, but there's great wrestling everywhere." And when he mentioned his time in WWE, they booed, and he said, "Don't boo. Don't boo. It's not about booing them and cheering us. It's about just us as wrestling, enjoying wrestling." Yeah.
This is not like the 90s.
That was it.
WWE.
That was the perfect response to the petty bullshit that Punk did. Just, hey, it's negative, but hey, we're all just happy that wrestling is in a great spot that it's in, and they should have left it at that, and they didn't, and now we're here.
And we've said it time and time again on this podcast. This is probably the greatest, as far as just what's available to us. This is arguably the greatest era in wrestling.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. To technology, we have.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say that, man. Y'all are so stupid. Thanks to technology, we're getting a chance to see so many different platforms. I am a 40 42 going on 43-year-old man. When I was 10 years old, there was almost absolutely no way, except for sending out for videotapes of shows that have already happened, of me seeing anything with New Japan.
Right.
Okay? The only other promotion that was available, and that was on a local TBS station that you had to have cable to see, was NWA Wrestling from WWF.
Like, technology has always made wrestling more available. It went from just being local, and then they brought cable, and then everybody got the Superstation. That's how everybody got introduced to Ric Flair for the nationally. And then from there, we got WWF slowly but surely going from New York to all over the world, all over the nation. And now it's like, all right, internet. And you start seeing everything else. People start doing tape trading, and then YouTube, and everything is streaming. It's just like, there's no reason for tribalism. You can watch everything. You don't really have to be a fan. Like, I mainly watch WWE, but I watch TNA. I can watch GCW. I can watch Hawk. I can watch whatever I want to watch. It's just
Cookies.
Like,
Cookies. I actually do have sciatica, bitch.
There's no point out here being like, boo, that ain't we. That ain't we. And like AEW, and I always said it. I said this before Vince even disappeared. I always said, hey, what is AEW going to do when Vince McMahon isn't there? Because their biggest thing was, oh, Vince sucks. We're not like Vince. We're not like them. What is y'all's going to be y'all selling point once he is gone? Then Vince disappeared, and it's been nothing but fuckery.
Cookies, you officially killed.
Yeah,
Mongo.
you're trying to kill Mongo.
You know what? We say comments all the time. It's just you going. Fuck, I got that.
I do. Nigga hurt his back years ago at work, and he's been fucked up ever since.
He's like, yep, I'm old. What about it? He's like, yep, I'm old. Want to fight about it?
Right. These hands still work. After my hands work, I'm gonna need right. After these hands work, I'm gonna have to go sit in the Epsom salt bath for about 2 weeks, but it's all right. You're gonna catch this ass whipping.
Just get him when he's trying to soak in the Epsom salt. That's when he can't swim.
Right. That's the best bet.
Take your ass whooping, then come back for round 2 when he's soaking.
Right.
Oh, fuck. All right. I think on that note, we can call it.
Yeah, we just officially electrified.
Folks, don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Don't forget, you can also catch us on our link trees /Under the Ring Pod. There you have Mr. S.C. Bush. Cough.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta fix this. S.C. Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Wish SK. You got me with my old sciatica Epsom salt ass Rock Rib 44. You got the champ, Mr. Freshman Mike. You got the final boss, Matt, the right answer. Street team captain Bordier Maliente, and our local down south correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thank you once again for joining us. You already know. Follow us and you know when our next show is. You see how we surprised y'all today? We're all about the surprises.
Right.
Hey, do the back pain. Do the back pain. Do the back pain. Do the back pain. Wrestle my feet up. I wrestle my feet up. I stretch every day.